Hello again, my little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider back again with a little bit of this, that, and the other. How are all of you doing today? I'm doing pretty darn well. The sky is blue, the sun is shining, and the hummingbirds are in full force today. It's fabulous. Whew, my goodness. All right, so first things first. Okay, my dyed yarn giveaway. Pat Johnson, where are you? I haven't heard from you yet. Please get in touch with me so that I can send you this hand-dyed yarn. Um, I've waited about a week and I still haven't heard from you yet. So please do get in touch with me via either Facebook Messenger at Fiber Spider or onto my Etsy store. Please send me your shipping information so that I can send you this. Now, to be fair, if I don't hear from you in about a week, I'm going to have to pick another winner, so please do get in touch with me. If I don't hear from you, I'm sorry, but I am going to have to pick another winner because this yarn is just screaming to be used, and I would really like to send it out. So, Pat Johnson, please get in touch with me. Okay, now I also have a little bit of happy mail and some finished objects that I've done, some works in progress, a sneak peek for tomorrow's tutorial, and some news about some new monetization. And I wanted to go into that as well. So let's get to it. All right, so first, let's start with a little bit of happy mail because I can't wait to actually see what's inside of here. Now, I'm pretty sure I know what is in here. This is from Rose Likes Crochet. Now, she and I were doing a live stream together on her channel. And I mean, it wasn't just us, but we were doing a live stream and she showed me something really cool. And of course, I'm not going to open it until you guys are here. So... And if you haven't already, please do check out Rose's channel, Rose Likes Crochet, and she has some really great videos. Okay, I'm having issues here. This appears to be a card in here. Ah, card! Thank you. Well, thank you. Craig, thank you for being you. I don't know who else I'd be. I appreciate your friendship more than you know. Rose. Oh, thank you, Rose. I appreciate you too. Very much so. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, this is what I thought it was going to be. I'm all excited. Little organza bag and a little peppermint. But the best part is I'm going to take these out of the plastic so they will be in their full glory. I got some stitch markers. Little spider stitch markers. How stinking cute is that? I love it. These are so cool. I love it. Thank you, Rose. Thank you very much. Actually, I've been into watching some documentary footage about spiders lately, and they are so fascinating, I tell you. They really, really are. I mean, yeah, they're kind of creepy crawly, but I'm more interested in their web spinning and how they use that to their advantage. I mean, it's remarkable because if you consider the length and the material and so forth, it's actually stronger than steel. And they can produce quite a bit of it. I mean, that just boggles my little mind. And scientists have been trying to manufacture it and duplicate it in X number of ways, and they still haven't quite figured it out yet, to my knowledge. But it's fascinating stuff, how they make their webs and everything like that. It's just, hence my moniker, So, now I also have a couple of finished items that I wanted to show you guys. Lately, I have been kind of on a hat making kick. And so I have a couple, well, I've got two that are exactly the same, but still cool. Love these. This is actually, it's the same yarn, same colorway. It's Dublin. Let me see here. Ah, da-da-da-da. Yes, it is Red Heart Colorscape in the colorway of Dublin. And so this is called the Divine Hat, and it's divine. It's such an easy pattern. Absolutely love how this works up. And so I've got two of these, and with the same yarn, I decided to make a waffle stitch hat. Absolutely love, love, love how this came out, and it's so toasty woasty. And then, and then, and then, I also made another one of my Celtic weave hats. Now this was Pound of Love, the Lion Brand Pound of Love in the colorway of Maize, and absolutely love how this is coming out. And then I have another one that I literally just started this afternoon, and this is in the colorway of, I believe, Elephant Gray. Yep. And so I literally just started it like a few hours ago, off and on. And so this too is something I'm working on. And there's always an and with me, right? Also, with, I believe it's Cupcake yarn in the colorway of Gelato, I'm working on a virus shawl. So pretty. And these colors are so summery. Absolutely love it. It's so beachy, don't you think? It's got like a beachy, summery kind of appeal to it. I love it. So that's another thing that I'm working on. And I'm also working on another cloister shell shawl as well. I have so many things on the back burner, you know? I got so many things. And so I'm working on this as well. So this is the cloister shell shawl. And this is using Red Heart Boutique Unforgettable in the colorway of Bistro. And I mean, I've been hanging on to this yarn. Why for so long, I don't know. But this yarn I've had in my stash for, I would say, over 5 years. And I still have, let's see, I already used, I think, like 2 skeins, or I'm into the second skein. I've got this much left, I think, of the second skein. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 more. So I could probably make another skein with what I have left on top of what I'm currently doing. I'm a force of nature. I can't stop. Can't stop the stitching. Nope. And let me see. So I've got another Happy Mail package, and I also have a sneak peek for tomorrow. So let's keep going. I want to show you more. All right. So for my next package, actually, I only have 2 today, and that's totally fine. But that's why I only have 2. So this is from Cindy in Canada. And because it is from out of the country, it does tell me what's inside, but I don't know exactly what's inside. And I can't wait to see. Now, let me just deal with this. Okay, I'm going to have to cut it. I don't want to cut the invoice. But we got to do what we got to do, right? Oh my. It's so nicely wrapped. Oh my. Look at this. Check this out. That is so nicely wrapped. Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Oh, and... oh, that's part of the invoice. Okay. So in here, let me see. Oh my. Ooh. Oh, is this a card? It's a letter. Aww. This yarn comes as a gift from a subscriber in the Great Lakes region. Make yourself something nice with it, Emily. Oh, and is this a sticker? I don't know. I think this is a sticker. Lemon and lime. I think it's a sticker. That's cool. I like stickers. And there goes my air again. Yes, it is warm today. So let's take a look. So this is Mocha Cotton, fingering weight, stranded yarn, pure cotton. And it's called Be Happy. Yeah. And it's 1,050 yards. My gosh. Okay, I gotta see what's inside. Ooh. 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 Oh my. This is gorgeous. So it's, like I said, it's multi-stranded, so it's not twisted together and plied like, like store that you would, like yarn that you would find in the store typically. Yeah, it's not twisted together, but this is really cool. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. So you can see that it's not twisted, but you just have to make sure that when you're working with a yarn like this, that you have to make sure that you have all of your plies as you are stitching. This is really cool. I've worked with a yarn like this before. I believe it was Lion Brand's Ombre Life, I think. Been a while. But this is really cool because it has 4 strands, and they are actually 2 of which are white. The other 2, one of them is an orange and one of them's a yellow, and so it has like a shifting ombre thing going on. You can really see it with the darker colors. That is gorgeous. That is so stinking gorgeous. I love it. So that's called Be Happy. And the other one, is, I believe, the same yarn, but in a different colorway. This one's called Blossom. Ooh! Ooh! Woo woo! Ah! It makes me think of like a Hawaiian tropical blossom. This is so gorgeous. Oh my goshness. This is really, really, really gorgeous. I love it. Thank you so much. Dang. Now, I got a good idea for these. I've got a great idea for these. I'm thinking maybe doing pie shawls, because this is such a lovely, lovely, lovely ombre. I think it would look awesome. So I'm thinking about it was a sort of a crocheted pie shawl that I did a tutorial on many moons ago. I think this would look awesome in that. I do. Thank you so very much. Now I'm a little confused. So is this from Emily or is this from Cindy? So I'm a little confused. Regardless, thank you so much. It's gorgeous. Thank you. All right, so now for the sneak peek. So the other week I had done a tutorial on a pattern by David Browning, and it was a lacy corner-to-corner triangular shawl with a picot edge at the top. And you guys, the response was overwhelming for a rectangular version so that you guys could make a blanket. Well, guess what? I made a wrap. And so again, this is David's pattern. And so what he did was he altered the shawl pattern so that you could make either a wrap or a blanket or a what have you. So it works just like a regular corner to corner. and so that you can make a rectangular or a square shape. So you can do that too. It's fabulous. Now for this, I used Lion Brand's ice cream yarn, and I made this crazy long wrap, or you could say it is a wide scarf, what have you. But using the same technique, you can make a blanket. And so that is going to be my tutorial for tomorrow. And of course, you can visit his links so that if you want to, you can support him by purchasing his pattern. And so that's going to be the tutorial for tomorrow. Now, the only variation that I did with my project versus his pattern, there's an edging that you can do with picots. Personally, for this, I chose not to because of the way that the yarn was striping. If you did a picot edge around the entire thing, you would have a solid line of color on the edge that would cut across your stripes. I chose not to, but it's in the pattern. So, that being said, that's for tomorrow. Alrighty, so big news this week. YouTube announced a new avenue for monetization on the platform. It's called Super Thanks. Yes. Monetization has come in so many forms and it's undergone so many changes over the years, and this is yet a new thing. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about it a little bit. So initially, of course, when you start a channel, there's no monetization. You reach a certain threshold, you get monetization. Cool. My personal way of doing it is I have ads at the beginning and at the end of the videos. They could be interspersed throughout. I don't do that. They could be non-skippable. I don't do that. I don't want to interrupt the flow of the videos because you guys are so special to me, you know. So the only thing that I've ever asked and will continue to ever ask is when you see the ad, please don't hit skip, because it really does help, because this is the majority of my income. And without you guys, this would not be possible. So I thank you for that. I really do. Now I know that some of the ads, they just keep going on and on and on, and it's like a sci-fi trilogy. I know, but if that's the case, just hit skip. It's okay. I get it. But if it's less than a minute, just don't hit skip. You know, your inaction does help me considerably. Very much so. And there goes the air again. Of course. Rude. I'm talking here. So, and of course, there are other things as well, like when I do live streams. Now, I don't do them very often, I know, because of schedule and time constraints. But yes, with live streams, there is a feature on there called Super Chat. Now, a Super Chat is basically a way for the viewer to donate money to the content creator, and that really does help considerably. Now, one thing, of course, is that with Super Chats, there is a 70-30 split. 70% goes to the content creator, 30% goes to Google. It's actually a very controversial thing with a lot of content creators. Me, I can understand both sides of the argument. Yeah, because on the one hand, I'm the one actually making the video. On the other hand, they have the platform, and without the platform, I wouldn't be making anything at all. So I get it, you know, it's one of those things. Am I overtly jazzed about the split? You know, we deal with what we deal with. But I just wanted to let you know that that was the ratio involved. Now, as far as the super thanks go, what that means is that it's not just on live streams, it's on all of my videos, with some exceptions, of course. If the video was labeled as made for kids, those apparently, from what I understand, those are not applicable. But I believe, like all of my previous tutorials, they now have what is called the option for a little super thanks. It's a little heart at the bottom. It's underneath the video where, you know, you can also hit like, dislike, etc., etc. It's a little heart with a little dollar sign in there, and that is called a super thanks. Yeah. So if you click on that, there are varying amounts that you can donate, and it would be totally appreciated. Now, I've said this a million times over, and I'm going to say it again. Everything that you guys do, it's never expected, but it's always appreciated. And that's how I try to live my life. You know, expectations lead to disappointment, and if you don't have any expectations, you'll never be disappointed. But I appreciate everything, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. So, that being said, I wanted to let you guys know about that and try to explain it a little bit more, because this is brand new. Yep. And so, I mean, I'm still learning about it, but I wanted to let you guys know about it. Now, with those super thanks, from what I understand, it's the same 70-30 split. Yep. And so, you know, if you have objection to that, etc., etc., I'm also putting in the description box down below a link to my PayPal Me account. You know, if you want to do something more direct without the 70-30 split, that's fine too. You know, I'm just putting it out there. Do with it what you will, but that's okay. You know, I'm putting it out there. That's all. So listen, guys, I want to thank you so very, very much for joining me today. I always love spending time with you. I do. And thank you so much for the Happy Mail. And I hope that you like the projects that I'm working on, because I have so much fun doing it. And they will end up on my Etsy store, hopefully sooner than later. I'm like a chicken without a head, you know, and on top of everything else, I started sewing as well. Yes, I'm working on making a quilt for the first time. It's scrappy, okay? It's a scrappy quilt, so there's no real rhyme or reason or perfect corners and angles. No, I'm going scrappy. I like the organic flow to it. So, again, Pat Johnson, please get in touch with me with your mailing info so that I can send this to you. I can't wait to ship it out. And thank you, Rose, and thank you, Cindy, and Cindy and Emily. Yes, thank you to whoever it was that sent the yarn exactly. I'm not entirely sure, but thank you so very much. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to use it. Thank you very, very much. So listen, until next time, you know what to do. I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching, and please stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a good day.